I'm Rex.
And I'm Riker.
And we're with Ready Now Storage. We have facilities in Sherman and Joshua, Texas. I went to Texas Tech, did accounting and finance. And then when I got out, I was hired to be an analyst at a real estate private equity firm.
I was a full-time grad student at the time when Rex got his foot in the door in self-storage. He needed help. He needed help managing one of the facilities he had just acquired, and that's kind of where I jumped in.
Yeah, the first one, it was a rough one. It was in Sherman, Texas. The luckiest thing ever. Called a broker. I called, once a month for 2 years. And, this call, he was like, yeah, I actually just got off the phone with somebody in, Sherman, old facility. Went and looked at it. Looked great. It was, within a budget that we could afford, which was a big barrier to entry for me. And ended up buying it. I mean, the Riker took the brunt of the management.
We started off with just one in Sherman. Kind of got lucky with another one, and then another one, and vicariously we just found that the more facilities you have in an area, the more you can leverage. So once we closed on that facility, the phones were flipped, and I was the guy behind the desk answering the calls. I had to learn a lot.
When I first started, it was all about traffic count. Can you be visible? Can you see them? That's how people find you. Now it's the opposite. It's just how's your visibility on the internet? Online leases were not a thing for us. At least not a big thing for us.
Very seldom they were.
Yeah. It was a celebratory thing. It's becoming more commonplace. It's since we went to Cubby. So I could say one of my favorite emails I get is the Cubby lease email, which I get one or a few a day, which is just completely different than what we had before. And one of the things that we say is we say we're going to do for investors. If we're going to buy this facility, we're going to fix it up. And if we change from it, we're going to let them know. That's exactly what's happened with Cubby. Is they've told us, hey, this is the roadmap. This is what to expect. And literally every milestone has been hit. And then they've added on bonuses they didn't even tell us about that have been just, above what we thought we would get. So it's been just A+ so far. In the next 3 to 5 years, I see replicating what we're doing here across the nation. I think one thing that Cubby really helps us do is to be able to set up those facilities correctly, and then just having that competitive advantage of being able to lease a unit in under 30 seconds as opposed to 5 minutes. That's massive.
If I can figure out the operations and Rex can figure out the acquisitions, then we can grow as much as possible, especially with Cubby.